Hi, today I'm going to configure a client to site VPN. So this is my Forti net firewall. It is connected with the ISP. Like this is my management port, and this is a router I'm going to use. Let's start the router, and this is the server. From like here, I have installed the Forti Client application, and I will install. I will access this network. So let's open the FortiGate firewall. This is a fresh firewall. Admin. There is no password. 123 123. Okay. So system interface. I have IP address 161. Okay, I have logged into the firewall. So port 1 is my management port. Port 3 I'm going to use it as a ISP or a VPN port. So go to network interface. Port 1, let's name it management. Port 2, this one is my internal LAN port 10.0.0.0.100. Allowed ping, DHCP enable, that's it. Okay. And port 3 I will use it as a VPN port or ISP port. ISP, and here I will use the IP address 65.65.65.65. Allowed ping. Okay, so I haven't configured any static route. There is no policy, only one by default policy, which is implicit deny. So let's configure the client to site VPN first. I need to create a tunnel. So create a tunnel. Before that, I need to configure one more thing. User and group. Create a VPN user. So I want to use a local user in this firewall. If I need a radius or LDAP server, we can select that one, but it's okay. Password 123. Next, create a group. VPN. Member. I will use a VPN. Okay. Now go back to the IPsec tunnel. Create a new IPsec tunnel. Like when we configure site to site, that time we use like site to site, but here we have to use a remote access. The remote side will be a client base, and they will use a Forti Client software. Incoming interface is my ISP, so all the requests for the VPN will come on this port 3. Pre-shared key 1234556. User group to authenticate is a VPN group. Next, policy. So a local interface will be my LAN port, and the local address is I have to create a local address. So my local address is 10.0.0.0.24 subnet. LAN interface. Okay. So local address client range is, let's put 172.16.0.1 to 172.16.0.10. So this is the IP address. Like when this server will connect to this VPN, it will receive a IP range from 172.16.0.0 from this IP. Okay, so subnet mask, this one, that's it. Next. Yeah, this is a split tunnel we are configuring. Save password auto connect and always keep up, like we can make the changes according what we want to create. So tunnel has been successfully created. If you come up here, IPv4 policy, the default route has automatically configured here. So incoming interface is client to site VPN. Going to LAN port, range will be like 172.16.0.1. Destination LAN is allowed. Whole session. Okay. So now we have to configure this router. Interface fast Ethernet 0/0. IP address. Interface 0/1. So here I am using a different subnet 192.168.0.100. No shutdown. That's it. Okay. If we say do show interface brief. So fast Ethernet 0/0. I have configured 66.01. Both are up. So this one has a IP address with the same range. So I need a connectivity from this server to this point, to port 3. If it is able to reach here, then it will be able to access the VPN too. So Forti Client app, we can download it from the internet. Let's try to ping the gateway, ping show IP. is slow today. So it has a IP 192.168.0.1/24. Okay, so from first time we will configure a VPN. Before that, let me see. Am I able to ping the gateway? Ping 65.65.65.65. I will not be able to ping because I haven't configured anything like so that this server can go to here. So I will configure a net here. So all of the IP address from here it will convert into on this interface. So it is not able to ping. So let's configure the net first. Create access list 10 permit 192.168.0.0. So what I'm doing here, I'm creating the access list for this subnet 192.168.0.0, and its wildcard mask will be class 30.0.0.0.255. So now IP net inside source access list 10, send it to interface fast ethernet 0/0 overload. Now interface faster than 0/0. It is my outside, this is my inside one. IP net inside. So if you go here, Control Z, show running configure. So faster than 0/0, this IP net outside, IP net inside, and this is the netting. Okay, now let's try to ping it again. Okay, now I'm able to ping the gateway. So let's configure the VPN here. So go back to the FortiGate and go to VPN IPsec Tunnel. Double click on this one, and we have to this is the mandatory thing. We have to click like convert to custom tunnel. Once we create on the custom tunnel, we will have a, like a MD5 like phase 1 and phase 2. And this is the same thing we have to configure on the client side. So phase 1, it's a algorithm days MD5 days MD5, and Diffie-Hellman group, it could be 14 or 5. So go back here, connection name, we can put any name. Gateway is my 65.65.65.65. Okay, save logins. Username is our VPN1. Actually, this is SSL VPN. We configured just the IPsec VPN. So this one we have to configure. Pre-shared key is like when we configure the VPN, we have to use the same pre-shared key 1 2 3 4 5 6. Save login, username, VPN1. Click on the advanced setting, phase 1. So phase 1, it is like days. Let's check. Phase 1 is here. Yeah. Days MD5, days 1. Days MD5. days 7. Defi Helman group 5. Key lifetime same. Phase 2. So phase 2, we can see this is a phase 2. Click on the edit. Click on advance, and we have to days MD5 days 7. Defi Helman group 5. Okay. So this is done. Click OK. Still the tunnel is down. If you go here, monitor IPsec tunnel will not show anything. Once we will connect the client to site VPN, it will show up. So we have configured VPN, remote gateway, pre-shared key 123456, username, because you click on save login, advanced setting, phase 1 days MD5, group 5, same phase 2, save. Now click, we have configured the VPN setting, password is 123, connect. Okay, it has been connected now. VPN is successfully connected, and if we see like, and the IP we received here 172.16.0.1, like this is the same IP we have configured here. So if you will refresh, we can see like this tunnel is up now. If we go here and let's try to ping at this network 10.0.0.100. Yeah, I'm able to ping. If we have multiple networks here, we can add multiple networks. So what we have to do for the multiple networks, go back to the Forti Client, VPN IPsec Tunnel, double click on this one. This is the phase 2. Okay, so we have to go to the policy, IPv4 policy, click over here. So right now outgoing is LAN, only one is there. So if you want multiple subnet, we can add here like more networks. We can create a network pool and we can add it here. That's it. It is also very simple things.